Hi, my name is Dr. Jim Fogarty. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist. We're going to talk about false healing, where someone believes that they've healed from a wound, but they have not healed at all. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about it right now. And once again, my name is Dr. Jim Fogarty. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist. We're going to talk about false healing, where people think they've healed and have not healed at all. Now, one of the ways to do that is anger, control, and revenge. 3 little steps. Somebody gets really angry after they've been wounded, and that anger makes them feel forceful, so they start getting controlling on top of that, controlling others. And then at some point, they're getting revenge, which is one-upmanship. Now, here's the problem with one-upmanship. One-upmanship is not stable. You can have it for a while, but somebody else might get it right back from you at some other point. And so it's not stable. Plus, it doesn't really heal. It's false. Because it makes a person feel powerful, they think I've healed when they have not healed at all. That's the first one. The second type of false healing is I'm going to learn to love myself. Okay? Hear the word self. By myself. We cannot generate love inside of ourselves. All love comes from Jesus Christ. In other words, if I love Jesus Christ, I'll get love back. People get love from Jesus even if they don't ask it from him. But self-actualization is going to take us away from that. We want to be humble. Now, folks who are not Christian have no idea how powerful humility is and being humble. They have no notion of it whatsoever. That God gives us love. We feel humble for that. We feel empowered and we're ready to help others. That's where we want to go. We don't want to do self-love and head for self-actualization. Self-actualization. You've met folks who have self-actualization. We call it arrogance. Arrogance, because it's all about self. It is all about self. So humility is where we're at. And I'm going to have a whole segment on humility as well, because that's the most influential, most powerful thing on earth when you're connected to Jesus Christ too. We got one more. Another false healing I call Band-Aid healing. Band-Aid healing means you're going to put a Band-Aid on that wound for the rest of your life and let it fester and fester and fester and never fix it. Now, that's what all the addictions are about. Drugs, alcohol, that kind of thing, sex, whatever it might be. But there's other things too, like have another dysfunctional relationship that's going to wound you again. Some people do that over and over and over again. Watch TV excessively to the point you're really not engaging in anything else. Or video games, whatever it might be. It can be anything, but it consumes you. It could be golf. It could be boating. It could be fishing. If the intent of it is to escape. And so it can be anything, but it's done in excessiveness, and you never get healed. I want you to know that it is so important to heal your wounds. First off, it brings you closer to Jesus Christ. And he's the most incredible healer that ever existed. So it brings you to that. It makes you become more diverse in your thinking in terms of bringing in new ideas. I find that the things that stop people from doing this are things that go round and around and around and around and around, but go absolutely nowhere, except to a point where at some point you meet Jesus Christ and he's going to ask you, what did you do with your life? Oh, I watched 55 billion TV shows. Oh, great work. Great work. Oh, I did anger excessively. Those kinds of things. You don't want to face Jesus with that. If you heal your wounds, you get an understanding of what Jesus is all about, and you feel his forgiveness as well. And I've got a segment on forgiveness, and I've got a segment on healing too. And so take a look at those as well. Peace be with you. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for anybody who comes and watches these videos. I want you to know that love is in your heart. Love is connected to Jesus. And Jesus wants to be connected to you. You go have a good life.